Anna. Hope you are doing fine for this beautiful Monday morning. My name is Daniela and I'm going to be your guide for today. Here on La Digue and this afternoon on Prale Island. Let me just brief you about the itinerary. So we have entered a beautiful park known as L'Union Estate. We are going to do the tour of L'Union by foot, which will take us around 1 hour to complete the whole tour. In this tour, we're going to see how to make coconut oil the traditional way, meaning we have the copra kiln and copra mill on this side. Then at the back here, there's a big house which was used to film a movie in 1977. We're going to visit that house and then we're going to see the giant tortoises, which is on this side, and we're going to walk down into the vanilla plantation. Yeah, we're not going to see any vanilla pots because the season is already over since March this year. Okay, but I'm going to show you the plant, the vine, so that you have an idea where vanilla comes from. We're going to reach a beautiful beach known as Anse Source d'Argent Beach, which is the 7th most beautiful beach in the world according to National Geographic. We're going to spend around 1 hour on the beach, and then 11:40 we're going to meet up to take the truck to return back to the pier. So the truck driver, he's going to pick us up at the beach, so you don't have to walk all the way down here. Okay, so the boarding cards which I gave you this morning, make sure you keep it safe with you because we're going to use it to board the same ferry to return back to Prale. Our ferry leaves at 12 o'clock, so by 11:55 we should be down on the pier taking the ferry, and off we go to Prale Island.
So we could do basically whatever we want at the beach?
Yes, it's
okay.
for your free time.
Okay, just
Yeah.
free time.
Yeah, so reaching Prale, we're going to board buses now that will bring us to the restaurant for lunch, and then after lunch we'll go to another reserve known as Vallée de Mai, where we're going to visit. We're going to see the Coco de Mer in its natural habitat, and then we're going to see another beautiful beach known as Anse Lazio Beach. Anse Lazio Beach is the 3rd most beautiful beach in the world, so we're going to spend another 1 hour, 1 hour 30 minutes on Prale, yes. And then we'll spend the afternoon on Prale, and we'll leave at 5 o'clock around to take the last ferry at 6 o'clock to go back to Mar. Okay, so I hope that we have a nice time together. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask.
What was the movie that was filmed?
Goodbye Emmanuel, a French erotic movie. Goodbye Emmanuel.
Goodbye.
You have seen it?
It was
Yeah,
shooting here?
Emmanuel, it's French, is Emmanuel.
It was shooting here?
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to visit the house that
Okay.
was shot inside. Okay, all right guys, let us move a bit closer to the coconut pile. Have you watched that movie?
Yeah.
It's a really nice movie, Okay, so we're going to start with some basic information of La Digue Island. Please join me. Okay. All right, so first of all, La Digue is the 4th biggest island, but the 3rd most populated. The population of La Digue is around 3,000 to 4,000 people only. According to the last census, it was 3,200, but of course people have passed away, babies have born. That's why we put it in between 3,000 to 4,000. La Digue is a small granitic island, and La Digue is measured 5 kilometers by 3 kilometers. This is when you cross over the mountain. But since they have added pieces of land, we need now to re-measure La Digue Island. But it will still be the 4th biggest because Silhouette is way much bigger than La Digue Island. Here on La Digue, there's only one Catholic church. The feast was last week, 15th of August. That's why you see all these activities that happen during the weekend. We also have one primary school and one secondary school belonging to the government, and only one small clinic. For minor injuries, patients can go to the small hospital / clinic for treatment, but if it is more severe, they need to go all the way to Mahi. It also applies for pregnant ladies on the island of La Digue. If they want to give birth to La Digue, they need to be safe without any complication. But to be safe, as they reach 7 months pregnancy, then they have to go all the way to Mahi because the specialized midwife, the doctors, the machines, all are on Mahi Island. You will notice that the main means of transportation here is by bicycles. We used to have ox cart that would bring visitors from point A to point B, but now we have stopped using it. We use it only for wedding. There's only one left, so hopefully we get to find the only ox cart bringing the bride and groom to say I do. So most of the time they say I do in the Seychelles, and then as they go back, I don't know you. Return back to where you come from. It's a joke, eh? Normally the wedding that happens in Seychelles, they last for a very long time. Okay? So the main production on La Digue Island is the coconut oil production. That's what we're going to talk about firstly, and then as we proceed, I will explain to you more about all the infrastructures that we'll come across. So if you look around you, you see that these are coconut shells. We call it coconut husk or coconut envelope. If you look at all of them, they all have the same shape, pointy down, and up here it is broader. If you look up here, you see that it is empty. So normally when we cut up, before we open it, we get a brush. All of our houses in the past was made with wood. Of course, the flooring was with wood, so we need to polish it, and we use the coconut brush together with coconut oil. But if you open the coconut, you see that there's a hole inside. This is where the coconut is located. To dehusk a coconut, we use an instrument like this. This is known as a pick. It can be in steel, it can be in wood, or even a big piece of granite. But with the granite, you need to hit down here to crack it open so that you can remove it. With the pick, it is much easier because we hit where it is empty and we open the husk to have the coconut. You see the part here? I'm going to pass it around. You can feel it. Okay. All right, so this part is known as the fiber. Of course, since coconut trees is called the tree of life, nothing is wasted. Starting from the heart till the root, everything is used. One important information you need to know about coconut trees is that when you put your towel to rest or sleep on the beach, just make sure there are no coconut above your head. Because when they come down, they never call us or tell us, we are coming down, get off. They just fall down. One fun fact, there are more accidents with coconut in the world than from a car. So don't be another victim to it, okay? All right, so with the fibers, first of all, it was used for a lot of things. First of all, to make mattresses, pillows, cushions, even dolls for the little girls, because we do not have toys. We also use it to clean our clothes because we wash in the rivers. We also use it to clean our dirty pots and pans because we cook outside on wood. And this was also used to start a fire, just for us to start our cooking, right? So I'm going to demonstrate to you how to dehusk the coconut. So you look at the coconut, basically the same shape, and if you shake a coconut, you could hear water inside. Know that the flesh is moving white. But if you shake it, there's no water. Probably the water has evaporated or dried out, or it is starting something new, which is germination. So the germination will always come here, okay, and then the root will come on the other side. So I'm going to show you how to remove the husk on a coconut. First of all, it's not gonna be an easy job. Okay. All right. So this is pointy, and first I need to make sure that it is not wobbling in the ground. See, it is holding to a piece of rock, and I'm going to apply a bit pressure with my feet so that it doesn't move when I hit. Okay? One hit, open up, two. So that's what coconut looks inside. Okay? Now as you can see, they're starting to germinate. Okay? It's not really easy. There we go. There we go. Okay. I'm going to remove another one. Hold it one second. Okay. There we have another coconut. So I think in this one we have germinated coconut. Can you shake it and hear how much water? Full? So the germination is just starting, so there's no use of opening this one because we will find only water inside. But let me crack open this one. See, it had water, so the flesh Okay, so this is the first stage of making coconut oil. Don't worry, we have some fresh coconut on the table. We will try it. We have some fresh one, which I will provide, or you can snack on after. So this is the first stage of making coconut oil. Now we're going to the second and third one. Okay? All right. Just leave that for someone later. Come on. Let's proceed. House over there. The small house is known as a kiln, copra kiln, and it's written K-I-L-N. It's what we use to dry coconut in it. So when we dehusk a coconut, we use a big knife, strong enough, we cut it in half. We don't need the water inside. We need only the flesh. As you could see, the flesh was white, so that means it had milk in it. When we make coconut oil, we need to evaporate the milk to have the oil remaining. We stack it in the kiln. As you can see, the kiln is made with pieces of granite rocks. Granite is a type of rock that holds the temperature. So when we stack up the kiln, we close all the doors and windows. We use empty coconut shell and also casuarina wood, which is a special type of wood that we stack in the kiln. The temperature, when we light it up, of course, can exceed 100 degrees. But we don't want that temperature. We want a temperature between 70 to 75 degrees. Because if we dry the coconut too much, we won't be able to extract as much coconut oil. When we light up the kiln, we give someone a job, let's say to stay with the kiln for 3 to 4 days. Because this is the time it takes for the coconut to dry up. When the coconut dry up, the milk evaporates and it shrinks off from the shell. Easy to be removed, cut it into smaller pieces and bring it here to the last stage. This is known as a mill, and traditionally, you see the ox attached? The ox turns and grinds the coconut. Then we have the final product, coconut oil. You know, you can also make it at home, coconut oil. If you can have some fresh coconut, remove it with a butter knife, put in the oven, maybe 180 degrees for about 20 minutes. The milk will evaporate and then you can crush your pieces of coconut in the blender. You can have your own coconut oil. Okay? So in the mill, to have 10 liters of coconut oil, we need about 35 kilos of dry coconut. But nowadays, people have got their machine. It is much easier and much faster. We can extract more. So we're going to the table. I can show you the real color of coconut oil. Okay, all right guys, so this is coconut oil. See, it's quite thick, and the color is this yellow. If you see it is white in color or clear like water, it means they have removed the pureness in it. Sometimes they mix it with other oil like lavender oil, ylang ylang oil, sunflower oil. But like this, you can use it for the hair, for the skin, but be careful if you are using it for the skin. Don't stay in the sun for too long, because it is an oil that heats up very fast. You will have burnt patches on your skin. Firstly, it was our primary oil for cooking, but we were using too much, up to 5 liters, to deep fry the fish and the meat that we eat. Of course, it was not healthy for our body, because too much cholesterol, not good for the heart. That's why we now use sunflower oil and olive oil for cooking. But I know that you use it for cooking at home, right? 1 or 2 teaspoons is the best oil you can use, coconut oil. Okay, because we were using too much, all right? Aside from that, you can also use it for joint pain. You know, arthritis is water in the joint. You can warm up coconut oil, put a bit of turmeric powder, let it cool down, and then you can use the scrub and rub it on your affected area. The pain gone. Okay, this was our traditional remedies. Then we also have vanilla here. So this is vanilla. The vanilla is from Ladig Island. We're going to see the vine after, but we won't be able to see the pod because the season, like I've mentioned, is already over. So if you are interested to buy coconut oil and vanilla, you can have it here. If not, we proceed to the mill. We'll see what is inside the barrel. So this is the color of the coconut that has dried up. So it has this beautiful golden brown color. And if you smell it, it does smell like barbecue. Because we use casuarina wood and empty coconut shell to start up the fire, it gives this beautiful smoky taste to it. After all the oil has been extracted in the coconut, this is what is left. See this powdery substance? It is known as punak. Of course, we don't throw punak in the bin because it comes from a coconut tree. We mix it with animal feed, like for chicken, cow, but especially pig's feed. Because we eat a lot of pork meat on the island, this helps to give sweetness to the meat and a bit of fat under the skin, because we also make pork crackling. Okay, this helps to give sweetness. So normally we stack up the barrel up to the rim, and then this goes around, crush it. Normally coconut oil comes in front here in a hole. We collect it in a bucket, and since they are not milling now, they haven't put the bucket, and the bucket is covered with a piece of cloth on it, just to catch up any residue that comes out. Okay. Right guys, so we also have this small shop here. They have more coconut oil, vanilla powder, vanilla stick. The vanilla stick is on promotion here if you wish to buy. You also sell water. Okay, if you don't have, at least buy one bottle here, and then during the course of the day you can purchase more. So we're going to try and get some bread for today.
रुको इसको छोड़ दे मेरे को अरे ना मान So there's a place here we can go?
Yes. Yeah. No, that one I mean. Yeah.